Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Friday, October 20th, 2023. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Happy Friday, everyone. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. Right now, you'll see that we have quite a bit of narrow overnight activity here. 21.5 points of range, 31% of average right now, and on the lows of the day at the moment, back and forth, kind of an expanding range, very similar to yesterday's early action in the ES. Right now, breaking down out of this narrow range here yesterday. If this is a day one breakdown with that high here, we could be looking at a move that takes us into about 4,200 down below. 4,200, perhaps as low as 4,190. So that's the zone about right here as a downside target from this breakdown point here based off this narrow 7-day range. Easy target zone down here if that plays out in that way. Now we are going to continue to watch the previous session's lows here. Previous session's close. If price can really push through there, maybe there's a bit of a fade after trend day here, but for the most part, bears have the upper hand in the current downtrend. Short-term trend here, the medium-term trend as well. And based off the lower value relationships here and the positive bearish close, bears will be looking to defend pullbacks early for a continuation down today. Again, if price can't get back above these recent lows here that were broken down below, you're likely going to see a continuation toward that 4190 to 4200 level ahead. Any push down into that zone, as 4,200 is the market structure edge, could be a huge level to watch for either a bounce back up within the larger range up toward 4,600. A failure at 42 starts to open up the next market structure below. So again, big time potential here. If we take a look here at the NQ, you'll see right now very similar price action to the ES yesterday. A breakdown out of that narrow range as well. From the breakdown point, we're looking at a move that could take us down quite a bit lower here into 14K, which is quite a bit down there. We could even see a move that takes us a little bit below that. So that's quite a big move there out of this narrow range from that high breaking down. The potential for 800 to 1,000 points of range could be seen. So overall, a move back toward 14K could be in play, but even then, 14.6 is the big level to watch here right away. That's the level that's had significant support, big time bounce potential there. If you fail there, it opens up some downside. So right now, bears looking to defend any strength this morning for a continuation lower until proven otherwise. Taking a look at crude oil. Crude here up about 0.8%. Big time finish in the previous session. This market here had a strong finish late in the day, but for the most part here, you're seeing a continuation through those 88s. That's one level we talked about recently. Can price push through 88? If so, it opens up the next level above into 95. That's your zone right there, 88 to 95. Below it is down to about 81.5. So to transition through that level, if the previous session wasn't transition, this would be a good digestive day to hold those gains. Ideally, any pullback into 88s would be defended for a continuation higher as this thing attempts to make a move toward the 95s up above. So big time move here in the previous session to end the day. Broke out of this 3-day narrow range. Any pullbacks here into 88 could be defended for a continuation higher in the near term until proven otherwise. 88 still the big level to watch. Looking at gold futures, this one's up about 0.25% and has been tremendous in strength here. Again, another big time push late in the day. Started the day very narrow for the most part. Very narrow price action, and then late in the session, around Fed Chair Powell speaking, is about where this thing started to explode to the upside. Rallying up there, and today getting as high as 1997.6. Nearly hitting our 2000 target there. You also have the 100% target from the key range that was nearly reached here. This is a 100% target here. So this is a big time move here. A nice continuation. Huge intense trend here that has played out. We mentioned before that on this push back above 1900, we're now back into the 1900 to 2000 range with a 1950 midpoint. And you can see the distributions that have come out, the compression of range here, merging of those distributions in a breakdown. We've now come back. To get back above that level, opened up 1950, and now 2000 is right here. We've just come shy of it, a little bit higher, and we have quarterly high into 2020. So again, this is not a market to fade right now. Instead, bulls are looking to extend this thing higher, perhaps into that 2020 level above before you start to see a little bit of a pullback. Looking at the YM, this one's down about 1/3 of 1% right now. Narrow range of price action here, just 35% of average. Continuing the trend downward. Bears looking to defend into any strength this morning for a continuation downward. That was the same thing yesterday with a drop here. So far, very narrow range of price action here today. We do have FOMC members speaking today, FOMC member Harker and Mester speaking. Other than that, not much on the economic calendar here for today, so we could be looking at range-bound sideways to down action here today. If the market is able to get through this 33.6 zone, it will open up a little bit of upside, but right now the trend remains bearish. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this develops here heading into the rest of the session. Good luck. Trade well. Happy Friday. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.